guys, what's up? It's Maddie here, and today I have a story time for you guys. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. My stomach is yelling at me. Should I take my hair down? I didn't even have a ponytail in it. I'm gonna look like crap though because my camera's gonna flip the thing. Story time for you. It's a little story time. It's about how I almost died. Kind of. I didn't really almost die, but I thought I was going to be dying. I thought I was about to die, basically. Before I got my license, I was driving around with my dad, and we were driving. To set the scene of this story time, you're not gonna understand this, but there's a house, and then there's a bunch of grass, and then there's a QT, and then you just go around. And I went around, and as we were going around, me and my dad saw a deer, and he was like, oh, pull over to see the deer. So I pulled over into this little narrow road, and I quote, it said, no trespassing or prosecute. It didn't say or will be prosecuted, it said prosecute, and it was like in writing. So I was like, that doesn't seem legit. So I said, it says no trespassing, and he was like, no, it's okay. And so I went down the road, and we saw the deer, and we like took pictures and stuff. Well, he did. I couldn't take pictures because I was driving. So I went all the way down the road, and then it was a dead end. It was a house, and then like a bunch of sheds and stuff connected like by it, I guess you could say. Okay, so there was a house, and then there was like gravel going to the house. I'm gonna burp. Excuse me. Yeah, so there was gravel going into the house, and then the houses were right there, and there was people outside. So I was like, oh crap, what if they like yell at me because I'm in their yard? But it wasn't even like their yard that I was in. I was like on the road first, and then I backed up a little bit, and I was like basically I was probably like 5 feet onto the gravel, and then he told me to back up more, so I backed up a little bit more because I was like really scared that they were gonna yell at me because like I'd be fine if they weren't even there, but I was like and they were like mowing the grass or something. And then there was this dude, the two dudes that were out there. One of them was on the lawnmower. There was like, he was like tallish, like kind of skinny-ish, and the other dude was kind of heavier set. I don't know if he had his shirt off or not. I don't really know, but I don't want to see that. And he like had like shaved head and stuff like that. Okay, so I backed up, and there's two dudes. I put my car in drive to like go forward, and as I was going forward, they both started to come near me, and I had my windows down because it's really hot in my car and I don't have AC yet. And I had all my windows down, and I looked over, and they were like, what are you doing? Get out of my freaking... I'm not gonna say they cussed. They didn't say what I'm about to say. They're like, what are you doing? Get out of my effing yard. And I was like, oh shoot. And then I started going slower, like, because I didn't want to go faster, so I'd go right into the field. So I started going slower, and I said sorry. Like, I don't know if I said sorry or not. I was just like, I was legit so in shock. I was like, what the heck? And then they started coming closer, and so the guy that was on the lawnmower coming at me with the lawnmower, and I was like, he was on a riding lawnmower too. And he started coming at me, and he was like, he said something along the lines of like, get your A out of here. And I was like, oh my god. And he was like screaming for me to get out of his yard. I was legit like 7 feet into his freaking gravel road so I could turn around. Like, what else am I gonna do? Turn around in the freaking field? No. So I turn around and I keep going, and then he like started running, and I was like, no, 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 no. And my dad like looked back, and then I floored it. I was like, nope. Bye, Felicia.
No, bitch hole.
And so we kept going. After all that happened, I was literally so in shock. I was so scared. I rolled up my window, and I was like, I'm so scared. What if they like come after me? What if they like kill me? And I swear, I was so scared. I thought they were gonna pull out a gun and shoot me. I was so scared. I was like, nope, honey, no. We drove around a lot, and then later when we got home, he was like, I kind of want to go see their address, because honestly, while we were driving, we thought it was a drug house. Like, it looked, okay, I don't want to be like labeling people, but like it looked trailer trash, I guess you could say. I used to live in a trailer, so like I know what that is. It looked pretty messy, and it looked like a drug house basically, and I could say that. I used to live in one of those. My mom used to be a drug addict. I don't know if it was a drug house, but like she did drugs, so like whatever. You can go watch that video. It'll be in the little thingy, or here, I don't really know. It was really intense. I was so scared for my life. I don't know if you guys can like feel like my vibe right now, but that's how I felt. When we were driving, we were talking about like, what if that was a drug house? Because why would you not want someone to turn around just a little bit in your yard? Like, why is that a big deal? Like, what were they doing? That's what I want to know. Like, were they like, I don't know. It's just so weird and creepy, and I don't know. After that, I was so mad at them because I really wanted to figure out what they were doing, because why would you be so defensive over somebody turning around 7 feet into your driveway. Like, it doesn't make sense. So after that night, I was like, I want to go see and look for their address, but we didn't want to go back in there just in case they did have like weapons or anything, because that's super freaking sketch. That's the word I was looking for. The house looked really sketchy, and so did the people. We drove around, and he has this little app that if you take a picture of something, it'll tell you the address. So there's a bunch of trees surrounding the house too, so it's like really secretive. So I tried to take pictures while he was driving of the house so I could get the address so we can figure out like, why was that narrow road their property, or was it just the driveway that I was in? I couldn't get a picture of the house because it was really like covered by trees and stuff. We went around somewhere and then we passed the house again, but we were going this way and the narrow road was this way, and then it was their house. While we were doing that, I got on maps and I looked it up. Like, I looked up where we were at and I zoomed in, and it didn't even show like the narrow road there or like the house. Obviously, it's like, I don't think will it show the house? I don't really know. I saw a narrow road, but I don't think it was that road because there was another one on the other side. But I looked, my dad said he looked it up, and the narrow road wasn't their property. It was a property of the government, I think. And so that's nuts, and I legit thought I was about to die. I thought I was gonna get shot up, and that would have been bad. They look kind of rednecky, so it was really like creepy. I don't know, it was really sketchy, and I legit thought I was gonna die. But that's my story time. It's literally 10 minutes long. But I hope you enjoyed. It's just a mini story time because right now I'm editing 2 videos at the moment. One of them is not loading, and I actually finished it, but it keeps downloading. My phone storage is really full, so I have to clear literally everything, but all of my videos are on there. Yeah, so this is a little short story. This is a little short story time for you guys since I haven't posted in a minute. I hope you enjoyed. Give this a like, share with your friends if you want to. Make sure to subscribe, please. It'll really help my channel and it'll mean a lot to me. And follow my Instagram at Madison Shine Burton. All the links will be in the description below. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time thingy. Bye. Stay cool. Love you guys so much. Peace out. My stomach is screaming at me.